welcome to another episode of the Be Bold Show. More exciting interviews ahead. My name is Crystal Jean and I've got
Sterem Katini. Welcome this evening.
Now, I hope you've been on the website, thebeboldshow.com, sponsored by Dream Oval. Get on there, read about the articles, see what's up this week, next week, and the week after. We're doing amazing things all the way down to UK, Canada, the US, I mean, all over, you name it. And also, if you missed the episode or if any of your friends missed the episode, they can watch us on our YouTube channel. So make sure you get on there. Now, up next, we've got some very exciting interviews, as I promised.
Our next story looks into the life of Stefania and how she set up her t-shirt store called Lokko. And what happens there is they make t-shirts, with the most famous t-shirt being Chale Wai. And let's have a look at how she goes about it and what happens there. Be Bold family, hi everyone. We're standing here at Lokko with the owner, CEO of Lokko, Stefania. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good.
Welcome to Lokko.
Thank you.
You guys here.
Thank you. Now, can you start by telling us a bit about you?
Me. Stefania is my name. I'm half Italian, half Ghanaian. I grew up in Ghana, schooled here and did my A-levels. Then I left to Italy and did university there. I studied design. And I worked for 2 or 3 years and then decided I would come back to Ghana because the work scene in Italy wasn't the best at the time. I felt we had a lot more opportunities here, especially in the design field where it wasn't so saturated at the time, so less competition, and I think there was also a need for higher standards in the market. So I moved back and did some freelance work as a designer, and then I established a company and been working with that since.
Wow. But when you initially arrived here, what did you do? Did you immediately start doing...
No, I got a job in an aluminium company. And then in the meantime, I also started up with the design, word of mouth, things move around and then people get to know about you.
So how did you go from freelance designing to an actual t-shirt shop?
Oh, okay. Well, I have a partner in the t-shirt shop. His name is Alon. He's Israeli. He was living in Ghana until about 2 years ago. And it was pretty much his idea because he always wanted to buy a t-shirt that was nice and funky about Ghana, but he never really found anything except for the, how do you call them, the jerseys, football jerseys and the usual hello, kind of stuff. Aquaba and, things like that. So it was pretty much his idea to open a t-shirt shop that had a nice range of fashion t-shirts, and that did talk about Ghana in a way or another. Let's say our signature t-shirt is the Chale Wai t-shirt,
Oh yes, I've seen
which is what he was always, pushing for. So we did that, and then all the rest followed. Me having a background here, so I know the society, I know some of the things that we say here and the funny stuff about Ghana. So
do you do all the designs for the shirts?
yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're basically the mastermind behind what goes on to the shirt?
Yeah, well, we discuss them, myself and Alon. We go through the designs and, yeah. But let's say the actual physical work of sitting behind the computer and doing the designs, yeah, I do that.
And what have been some of the challenges that you have faced in coming back and setting up shop?
Well, I would say compared to living abroad and setting up a business, it's not been that hard. Fine, okay, the family is here, so they also help. But I would say the challenges are much less, setting up a business, at least putting in the capital and things like that to get things started up, than it would be if I was in Italy or wherever. But then there are, some issues, like we don't manufacture in Ghana, for example.
Okay.
Because we really wanted to have a quality product, and we didn't get, a manufacturer that would do the standard we wanted. So the prints, and we also have our own cut for the guys. We have a nice fit, slim fit t-shirt for the guys. So we had a designer work on that with us, and manufacturing wasn't really easy here. So we decided to produce them in Israel instead.
Okay, so you're producing in Israel.
Yeah, and then we ship them in. Yeah.
Okay.
So I work on the designs here, send them to them over there, and then
Cost effective though?
it actually is, because we actually looked into the costing of that. So eventually we hope to do them here, but we'll have to do the whole process ourselves.
Your clientele, what kind of people come to your shop?
A bit of everything, young, old, locals or foreigners. We have a good mix, I would say. But I think mostly those who patronize are those who are Ghanaians who live abroad or have traveled a lot. And so they usually buy them as gifts, or, they just want to have something about Ghana with them when they go up away. And a lot of foreigners as well, people who want to take away souvenirs or something for themselves as well.
I've been here for 2 years. 2 years and a couple of months.
And how did you get into this?
How did I get into this? I wasn't working. 2 years ago, I wasn't working. I went on the internet looking for a job.
Okay.
And I found Lokko on the internet saying that they want salespersons. So I came for the interview and I got the job.
And do you enjoy your job?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating, but I do. Because you get to meet all kinds of people.
Is it always really busy, or are there certain times when it gets busy?
Actually, during Christmas, this place is really, really, really busy because we have people coming in from the States or going to the States. People coming, people going. So they want to take something along, something that they can put in their bags that won't weigh too much. So we have people coming in a lot during Christmas. During the normal day, it's okay, but on the Mondays like this, it's a little bit boring every Monday because it's just the beginning of the week.
And do you see this company growing?
Yeah, I do. I do see it growing. I do see Lokko going international. It shouldn't be just Ghana because she has some great ideas that when she puts them to use, it's going to help the company.
Now, Stefania, I also know you have 2 companies going on, basically. How do you manage on a daily basis to run everything without being sleep deprived and totally like, I'm dying? Yeah.
Well, first of all, I try not to take on more than I can handle. So that's specifically with the design business. I really try to space things out and not crowd myself where taking on jobs is concerned. And with the shop, I must say I've been quite lucky also with the staff because they're here daily. I just pass through to make sure everything is in order. But yeah, I have put up a system whereby I can make sure everything runs smoothly. So I think, there are some times, when you're just overwhelmed, but yeah, you just have to work through it and be dedicated and, committed to what you're doing.
And what is something that you have really learned whilst doing this and whilst setting up your business, personal growth-wise?
Well, I think whenever you have a challenge of any kind and you're able to overcome it or to, get the upper hand, it's always gratifying to yourself because, you are capable of achieving something. So it makes you more confident in who you are and it makes you want to do more because, you've gone to one level, you move to the next one. It also teaches you a lot about, how to deal with people and relationships.
If you had the chance, would you have done it the same way again if they asked you to do it all over?
Oh yeah, definitely. Also another thing important is to choose the good partners in any business. And I must say I've been very lucky with that.
What is it that you would advise other young people who are trying to get into the business and don't really know how, what is something that you would suggest in terms of design and setting up shop, basically?
Well, number one thing is to do your homework, I think, before you start anything. Is to actually really look out there and see what the market offers and how you can enter it and what you're going to give back, and how you can be unique and have your own style and all that. But you really need to learn what's on the ground before you jump into it. So I would say that's the first thing. Then you also have to be committed. You can't start things and then kind of expect them to work by themselves. It won't happen. So you need to be dedicated to what you're doing and have a passion for it. Hi, I'm Stefania. We're at Lokko T-shirts, and for all you youth out there, follow your dreams and be bold.
Wow.
T-shirts. I mean,
T-shirts.
a lot of people don't do T-shirts. I really wonder how, good the business is.
Yeah, but as she explains, she brings quality. All her T-shirts are in a certain range, So it's when you go there, you know what you're getting and how much you should pay for it. So it's good. And the T-shirts, I love them. I've been seeing more and more people wear them these days.
Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment.